Fury, and I'll be interviewing none other than reality TV star Paris Fury.
Don't make jokes.
How are you today, babe?
I'm good today. I'm fit and healthy, and that's as good as we get, I suppose.
Okay, let's get started. How are you feeling with the quarantine?
With the quarantine, I am feeling a bit locked up, but it's all right. It's okay. We're taking the most out of it. The most out of it is the fact that we're here together. The kids is all here. We're all happy and healthy. But it's getting like Groundhog Day. Every day we're sort of looking for something new to do. And there's not much new to do when you're in the house. But it's life. It's what we've got to do. And we're going to have to do it for a lot longer than this. So hopefully we don't crack at the seams.
Okay, how are the morning workouts helping you?
They're helping a lot. They are helping loads because every morning I wouldn't be getting up out of my bed at 8:30, 8 in the morning, like start wandering around and getting gym kits on if I didn't have to.
Especially in times of quarantine.
Well, yeah, because in the quarantine, it's basically like one long weekend, isn't it? It's going to be like the everlasting weekend this next 6 or 8 weeks or however long it goes on. And I'd probably be in my pyjamas or in my bed until about 9 or 10, 11. Just lay in as long as possible. But then I'd get up, the house would be wrecked, absolutely smashed by the kids. And I'd have a million more jobs to do. So it's getting me up, it's keeping me healthy. My gym routine's back better than ever. Because I started in January, was doing like super good. You wasn't here, by the way, you was in America.
Yeah,
but I was doing it 3 times a week, every week. And then that went out the window. So I'm pleased.
Okay. What are you doing to fill your days?
Fill my days. I get up, I do the Gypsy King workout.
Yeah.
Which is good, every day at 9 a.m. Do the workout, then get washed and changed and dressed. Get the kids all washed and dressed, fed breakfast. And then what I've been doing is just doing the normal chores like hoover the floors, wash the bathrooms, do the washing. Because there's tons of washing, by the way. I think every mother out there, if your kids is getting dressed every day, where you're used to a uniform, the washing's mountain. So, doing my jobs like that, and then we've been doing the kids' homework. They've had to do the schoolwork every day. So I've been trying to check that, become a teacher all of a sudden. And then we go out in the garden, been outside. It's been nice, the weather's been brilliant. I think we're all going to feel it this weekend if the rain comes. But it's been every day trying to fill the day up. And then like last night we had a big fire, made a bit of fun and games in the garden, watching movies. We haven't watched a lot of movies though, have we?
No.
We ain't been doing that a lot. But making the most of being together in the quarantine times.
Okay, what's it like to have a full house, 5 kids, a niece, a husband and a dog?
Oh, a dog now. We got a new dog, didn't we? It's hectic, but it's good because you're back, you're not in America anymore, and we're all here together. Would have been really bad if you'd been quarantined over there, wouldn't it? But
unlucky for me, eh?
Unlucky for you, you dodged that one.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's all good that we're here together. I'd rather it be full than empty. We're lucky and blessed to have it that way, but it's hard because it's never quiet. It's never ending, and it's always something to do. There's always something getting spilled or someone shouting or somebody screaming. But we've all got to try and enjoy each other's company rather than go on each other's cases.
Okay, moving on. What advice would you give to mothers during these times?
Keep the kids busy, I think. I think that's the bestest thing, is keep them all going, keep them all a job or an activity, get them all up and make them make their own beds, make them hoover a floor, then set them tasks like write a story, or who can make the best Lego project, who can make the fanciest thing out of their toys. Because it just keeps their brains going, doesn't it? Keeps them ticking.
Keep them occupied.
Keep them occupied, and it gives you a break. I think a good bit of advice during this time is like get up, keep yourself nice, get washed, dressed every day, and treat it like normal life. Don't go into a swallow of like just getting in your pyjamas and putting the dressing gown on and not doing your hair or your makeup. Oh, by the way, I'm feeling this. No nails, black roots. I painted my toenails yesterday. That was like real exciting for me, like to feel like I actually had some sort of beauty. I mean, I don't get to the salons a lot, but every 6 weeks usually top up the old hair. So I'm feeling that. I don't know what I'm going to do about that.
I'm sure there's a lot of women and girls out there.
I know
who are
every
in your same boat.
like 90% of women out there are actually starting to feel the result of their real hair colour, because we've been in quarantine we've been in for about 3 weeks, haven't we?
Yeah.
And everybody's been trying to dodge people.
Well, I'm sure that the supermarkets sell home dye kits. Or have you forgotten what those are? Are you too posh for all that?
I never ever did that. Never ever did that. That is why I still have my own hair, because you shouldn't bleach your hair on home kits. I don't know. I think if you've got a friend or you've got someone, you can go to a salon, someone will do it. I think when you start home kitting, you might bleach your hair out.
Okay. Moving on. Here's a question for you.
How many questions you got up there?
I've got a few.
Okay.
What would you be doing right now if you could do anything in the world and it was no quarantine? What would be your ideal thing to do right now?
What, the bestest thing we could do?
For you, what would you love to do right now?
Are we just being normal, or are we talking like big out there things?
No, just for you.
Just for me?
Like, as a family or whatever.
If I could, if it was being a big out there thing, I'd go on a lovely roasting hot holiday on the beach somewhere and swim around a pool. But if it was being normal, somewhere hot, anywhere hot.
Benidorm?
No, because Benidorm just turns into a big party for you, like walking down the street and 7,000 people following you. So no, that's no good. You need to be like somewhere out the way.
I wish I was over in Benidorm with all the lads right now and everybody, and all the fans screaming, going nuts, drinking beer.
Yeah, but that's no pleasure for us.
You could be there too, Paris.
What, with 5 kids? And
you
all
could
the
be in the
lads
fan zone. We could all be there together.
The fan zone. We've done that before, sitting outside of the KFC. Do you remember?
Yeah.
No. Somewhere out the way, nice and sunny, hot. But if it was a normal day, I think my first port of call would be the hairdressers on my own, just with a cup of coffee.
I knew you was going to say coffee for some reason.
Yeah, just I like a coffee.
Moving on. How has your life changed since being a TV reality star?
Am I a TV reality
Because
star?
you was a hit in our TV show, Our Home Gypsy King.
Yes.
Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King on ITV.
I get.
If you haven't seen it, by the way, check it out on ITV Hub.
I get a lot more people who know who I am now.
And I've seen your Instagram followers have gone right up.
Oh. No, a lot more people know who I am, which is a bit dodgy because you can't hide in your scruffs as the supermarket no more, can you? Everyone comes up to me saying hello.
And if you're not following Paris right now, it's Paris Fury 1 on Instagram. Hit the follow button for the insight on Paris's life.
It's so exciting.
Very exciting, actually, Paris. You won't believe it.
Well, okay, if people say so. People seem to think so. They always think I'm like really exciting, but I don't see you're really interesting. I don't see what's so interesting. I don't understand it.
Well, I think you're interested because you're a good old sort, blonde, green eyes, 5 kids, a dog, a husband, a famous husband.
Yeah.
And like you said on Good Morning Britain, about the head and the neck thing.
Yes.
You're the neck, I'm the head.
You're the head, I'm the neck.
So,
saw that on a movie.
Would you be up for doing more reality TV shows? Like another few series of At Home with the Furies or whatever?
I don't know. Everyone keeps asking for us to do it, don't they? Everyone's going mad for it, but it's hard. It's not hard. It isn't hard work. Was it first? When the cameras first come in, I cared when the kids was like not dressed nice or screaming or swearing, and then after like 5 or 6 weeks, it was like, get to it, go ahead.
Well, all kids do that, don't they? Scream, cry and
Oh,
swear.
that's it. But you know, when the cameras first come, I thought, all right, we've got to be nice and we've got to look nice. And I realised that just didn't work. It didn't happen. So then they never ever showed us ever looking nice. Well, we looked nice, but all like the good times when we was all dressed perfect and sitting like having a like fancy meal, that never got showed. No. When the kids was like screaming and kicking and like taking meltdowns, it's all good. Well, that's what got showed. But would I do it again? Maybe. Are we going to do it again anytime soon? I don't think so. But everyone seems to like us. Everyone seems to like our life. Whatever's so exciting about our life.
We've had an offer to do a 30-minute slot, 7:30 on ITV this week, to do a At Home with the Fury special.
Oh, did they come back for that?
Would you be interested in doing that? No cameras. They're going to set the cameras up, send us in the post. We set them up ourselves.
Oh,
New technology, apparently.
We'd be awesome at that. The camera would be upside down.
And we could do workouts, and kids could swear at me and all that sort of stuff, as they've been doing.
Would we want that? I don't know. In quarantine, whatever would you want to see us in quarantine? What would they see?
I'm not sure.
They'd see something, I suppose. They'd see some serious arguments going on, I think.
Okay, so what's your plans for the weekend?
Oh, I'm going to do something so exciting. No, today is Saturday. I don't know what we're doing today. It's going a bit grey outside, and I don't think I'm doing very much. The kids is chilling out at the minute. They're actually being quite quiet. We had a load of new toys, and...
Oh yeah, big shout out to Spencer from Gold Star Promotions for dropping those off.
Yeah, so our good friend Spencer brought us down a load of toys for the kids, which was really kind of him. So every day I've give them, instead of let them have them all at once, I've give them like a few bits each day. So they've been messing with like all different crap, and we have a giant tent in the front room at the minute, a big giant space tent.
Which is coming quite handy, really.
Yeah, the kids love it. They've been playing in there every day, so we built that. Tyson did not build that. I built that, because anything in this home that has to be built, I build. Because Tyson doesn't read the instructions, typical male, puts the instructions to one side, pulls all the bits out and says, I know how to do this, I can see how this works, gets halfway through, and then throws it up the wall. So I make the toys and the shelves, the TV cabinets and the tables and chairs. I make that. Don't think he's the big manly man to do all that.
Last but least, final question. How does it feel to have a new best friend in Minnie? And there she is, she's on the floor sleeping. She's took a real liking to Paris. Although Paris is not really an animal person, she is one of the kindest persons I've ever met. And the dog has actually took a real liking to you, Paris,
Because the
hasn't
dog knows I'm a soft touch, but I have so much to do on a general day basis, and you've brought me another job to do with the puppy dog. The dog. It's not a puppy, it's a
it?
dog.
The dog actually loves you though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Follows
the
you
dog
about.
keeps following me.
I was going to say it follows you around like a puppy, but then again it is.
Yeah, well, she's not a pup, but she seems to like me. I think she knows I'm the mother, and she keeps following me. And I hate the thought of anyone being mean to the dog, so that's it. She'll just have to be part of the family. But she's got her nose stuck on my white rugs, and that's where she seems to like, because she won't sit on her pen, which I made.
Ah, look at her now. She's so adorable. Look at her. How could anyone be mean to animals or anything like that?
I know, but she's on my white rugs, and I keep telling her to go on her towel, and she won't go on it. She likes the white rugs. So we'll just have to adapt with Minnie, new member of the family. We have a niece here who's 17, and she's part of the family for the time being, because we're all in quarantine. So she can't go home, and we're just making for fun of the crazy household that we live in. And tomorrow I'm going to make a Sunday dinner, because I've stocked me freezer up. The freezer's full to the brim of meat from our butcher, and I'm going to pull a piece of beef out, which that's what I thought.
That's what's going to have you. What we're having for Sunday dinner tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to get a piece of beef out, defrost that, and make a nice Sunday dinner, and actually just make a big deal of it. I'll make a dessert, might make a trifle or something nice. Make a big deal of the Sunday dinner, because I think that's what we've got to do in this time, is make the most of every little occasion, make the most of sitting in the garden, make the most of making your tea. Basically live in a very old-fashioned style, when people used to have their tea at 6 o'clock and all sit round the dinner table. And
it can be nice.
It can be nice. Our house is mental. Last night, what was it like? I made steaks, right? I took all the time in the world to make these really nice steaks. Tyson had a Wagyu steak. What was it called?
Wagyu.
A Wagyu steak, right? That was a special one. We all had nice fillets, all lovely. So I took all the time in the world to cook it, made the table set nice, all sat down, and there's another one of the kids. And as we did, the little girl, who's 2, took a meltdown, screaming fit, and she wouldn't let nobody enjoy the dinner because she wanted YouTube on. So that's part of normal life, I suppose. Like him there. Tutty, shh, we're doing an interview.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to talk about that we haven't?
I want to tell everybody out there who's in quarantine, what do I want to tell you? Stay healthy, stay exercised, try and keep a normal routine, try and get up and get the kids up and keep everything ticking over like you're in some sort of normality. You know, get up, get washed, get dressed.